This morning, we're giving a presentation at Central Sussex College in Haywards Heath. What we're proposing is a film fund to allow more cinema-going opportunities for students. But how did we get to this point? Where did our concerns stem from? Well, for that, we have to go back a week. We had become concerned with the cost of going to the cinema. The ticket, the snacks, and the travel all seemed to be too much.
I think going to cinema is quite an expensive experience, especially if you want to buy food and snacks, because they're usually way overpriced, especially for like pick and mix.
I think the cinema ticket is a fair price in itself. I think the snacks and drinks are completely horrendous and outrageous. And if my kids go to the cinema, I encourage them to take chocolate from another source into the cinema itself.
So we're agreed that it's definitely a problem.
Definitely. I think we should probably go and investigate some more, perhaps we can get some more answers.
Let's go.
Yeah! Yeah!
After failing to get in touch with Cineworld in Crawley, we decided to pay them a visit.
So, we went in and were refused permission instantaneously, so what we're having to do, we've been given a contact number to ring head office. You're going to need to write that down somewhere. You've got your pen. They've changed their number, so... Okay. Okay. Well, thank you very much for your help. Okay, thank you. Bye.
So what happened?
Well, we're unsuccessful. We need written permission from Cineworld. There's no way that they'd be able to get back in touch with us in time for us to come and film because, you know, we only have enough time to edit. What information we do have is enough that we could probably go and speak to other people about the film fund.
So our trip to Cineworld was unsuccessful. All that was left was to head back to college and give our proposal.
The idea for the fund was simple. Roughly 10 students per year group would be allowed to apply for the fund, and if eligible, would be given a certain amount of money so that they can go and see the films they needed to for their respective courses. We had a number of ideas of how to disperse this money. Some were conventional, and some were quite unconventional. But what did the film staff have to say about the idea?
I think in principle it's a very good idea. My concern would be the cost. So if you say, you know, $14.99 a month, 10 students, it's quite a lot of money for the college. I can't assume from 20 students that each one of those is going to go and see the film because there are various reasons. People are working, people are skint, you can't get there, they're not interested for whatever reason. So it's difficult for staff to use one film for everyone. Do you see what I mean? Unless we did a class trip and I walked into class and said, right, we're all going now down to the Orion, there's a coach outside, we're going to watch it. So I know we've all seen it, but then that defeats what your idea is anyway.
There are quite a lot of films that you see which are not particularly in cinema at the moment, so if you wanted to see it, one is you would almost certainly have a DVD for you guys to watch anyway. And I think a lot of students don't realise they could just say, can I borrow it?
Well, thank you very much for your time. And great.
Okay. No, that's a good idea.
So the film department liked our idea, but they said it still needed a little bit of work. However, we have found something interesting. In the course of looking for the price of film tickets themselves, what pattern have we noticed emerging in other things that we're paying for? Let's have a look.
I think going to cinema is quite an expensive experience, especially if you want to buy food and snacks.
The snacks and drinks are completely horrendous and outrageous.
So the true expense lies in the snacks and drinks that we have to buy in the cinema. And I know it's supposed to be optional, but if you look around at some examples, you'll find that there's actually a lot of pressure to go out to the lobby and buy things for yourself. Just look at this advert shown at Cineworld before the start of any film.
All the best action begins in the foyer. Grab your snack now.